a little nervous, but this is the first time doing something like this, and I really have been wanting to do this for a long time. This is kind of like the reason I started social media. Good morning, how are you? I hope you're having an amazing day. I just want to talk about my faith and why I know the Lord and how I know the Lord and kind of share my testimony with you guys. So to start, when I was younger, I grew up in the faith. My parents are Christian. I was raised in the Lutheran church. My first church service, I may have been a couple months old. I was really young. To sum up, my testimony is how I learned to use all of my hurt and my pain and turn it around and use it now for joy and forgiveness and growth. I think I was 8 years old, kind of when it all started happening. My family experienced a lot of trauma. At that time, my sister was struggling a lot mentally. I didn't really know a lot about mental health and how much it affects not just that person but everybody. Flash forward, more and more things just kept happening in our family that felt like the devil was really just trying to tear us apart, and I was completely falling into it. I was so hurt and I felt so unloved and unheard, and unappreciated. I feel like I couldn't do a single thing right. All of these emotions made me so closed off and so angry at everything and everyone close to me, because I felt like nobody could hear me when I was screaming inside. All of these emotions totally overwhelmed me and just crippled me. I was really just held back by a lot of anger. It started because I had to watch my family get teared down and broken and attacked by the devil. I was calling on the Lord, I was relying on the Lord. I was looking for an immediate fix, and I was looking for Him to change my entire environment and my surroundings instead of change my heart. It was such a time in my life where I really didn't reach a lot of people. I didn't show Jesus' love to a lot of people. I didn't feel His love. My family, I didn't feel His love really in any environment. I would isolate myself and close myself off to the world because I was they don't deserve me because they're not treating me right, or I don't want to talk to my family about what's going on, and really just created so many barriers in my life, playing the blame game completely. And I just didn't know how to communicate anything in a healthy way. So flash forward, I moved to California. It really created a whole new space for the Lord to reach me in a new way. For me to let my pride go, to let my anger go, to let all of these things go that I didn't know I was even holding on to. I didn't even know who I was because it was so wrapped up and wrapped around me that I couldn't even get to my own heart because I only knew myself with all of these layers and all of these chains kind of blocking it and holding it back. Once I moved to LA, I didn't even notice these chains around me, but slowly I just started seeing them and feeling them just fall off. Wow, looking back and reflecting, the way the Lord transformed my heart, all this hurt and frustration I had could have really turned my life into a different course. Seeing how when I was 8 up until I was 18, how much it captivated me, be completely different just because the Lord changed my heart. To have a Father that created the universe, that loves me so much, that cared so much about me and the way I was feeling, that He completely turned it around and used it all for the good. He wants the absolute best for my life and all of His sons and daughters. And to see how much personal care He put into me was just such a, I don't even know. I can't even explain the feeling. On to a few verses that really helped me during everything. And if you're in a situation right now where you're hurt and you're angry and you're upset, you don't know where to turn to, or you're frustrated, if that's you, I hope these help you. Philippians 4, verse 6 through 7. And I don't know about you, but it is almost impossible for me to not be anxious about a single thing in my life. But that's what the Lord commands us to do because He knows that with His help, that it's possible. He's in control. He's guiding our situations. He's guiding our lives. He's guiding our hearts. He only wants the best for us. Secondly, I want to talk about the last part of the verse. It says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understandings, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." It's basically saying the peace of God surpasses all of our understandings. His peace is so great and so powerful and so perfect that it's guarding our hearts and it's guarding our minds, and He is in every single situation. The last verse I want to touch on is Deuteronomy 31 verse 8, knowing that the Lord Himself is doing that for me every day in every situation. He is going before me, and He is leading me somewhere that is not going to leave me harmed and not going to leave me scared and afraid or stuck, but He's leading me in His perfect will and in His perfect love. When I was in my anger phase, very discouraged because I saw the rest of my life the way it currently was, and I was very afraid because I thought my future would be what my reality was at the time. To have the promises from the Lord of just saying, like, He's not going to leave me or forsake me, and to not be afraid, to not be discouraged, that was really comforting at the time, because it gave me such a hope that, like, you know what, God is still in this. I may not see it, but God is still working through this, using all of this to glorify Him and to be able to love others in a way, deeper way than we ever would have been able to before. Having that hope was everything to me. If God can do it for me, He can definitely do it for you, and whatever you may be in, whatever you're going through. I hope this was helpful. I just want you to know I'll be praying for all of you guys. I'm gonna try to start posting like monthly motivational talks, maybe once a month. We'll see. But thank you so much. I'll see you next week. God bless.